So a few months ago, I randomly opened up the Blue SR live stream and tuned in for a bit as he was doing his first ever silksong 100% run. And while I was watching, he said something that stood out to me for the next few months.
This is a great, genuinely great piece of advice for anyone. If you're craving a second, first playthrough type experience, genuinely just like follow the 100% routes.
Wait a second. I'm craving a second playthrough-like experience. My first ever playthrough of silksong was one of the most fun experiences I've ever had, partly because I did it with a couple of friends, but partly because this game is just so damn good, and I've been chasing the high of the feeling of beating it ever since. Because of this, the idea of having that first playthrough experience made that quote from Blue linger in the back of my mind since I watched that stream, and now enough time has passed that I finally realized that I want to at least try this 100% category. Maybe it's because I want to chase that silksong high, or maybe it's because I watched someone who's far better than me at the video game mess some stuff up, and then thought to myself, yeah, I could do that better. And since he's having so much fun,
Oh, no.
I knew that the exact same would happen to me in my 100% run. Dude, like, I'm so fucking terrible. Oh, wait, what's that? It took me how long? So, without knowing what's to come, I had my route in front of me, my auto splitter that I definitely wouldn't break in the future, and my copy of Hollow Knight Silksong, with the sole goal of collecting all 100% of it. And so this is how I did it. I'm just starting, I don't know, man. We're gonna see how this goes. Probably not well. The beginning of the game goes pretty much how you would expect it to. In Moss Grotto, I pick up one of the moss berries and the rosary string down here for killing the moss mother and heading up towards Silkspear. Open the shortcut to Wormways. What is the shortcut to Wormways? Is it just... Do they mean the elevator? No, they would say elevator. There's a shortcut? This is the first of many incidents throughout this run where I just simply don't know what the route's telling me to do. What is the shortcut to Wormways? I don't know. I probably shouldn't be going this way. Because it was the first 5 minutes of the run, I decided to simply just ignore it and hope it wouldn't come to bite me later. I'm just gonna keep playing the game. Is it this shortcut? It's probably this. I collect Silk Spear for my first percent, get the Coral Commandment on the left through this breakable wall here, and then get lost on the way to finding a Rosary Dish and Weaver Effigy because I simply don't have the game knowledge for this. I'm cooked, I think. It's out here somewhere, I guess. I'm gonna hit the elevator lever while I'm here. That looks like a Rosary Dish to me. That's a good sign. Wait, there's a door here. Fuck's this? Huh? I'll get it. I know it's like up here somewhere, but I don't know where. We're just gonna go here and we're gonna figure it out. Oh, this Rosary Dish probably. And that Weaver Effigy. Then you save quit. I got my second percent by petting the Bell Beast and then headed to the right to go to Hunter's March. A little closer than I would have liked. I'm not gonna act like I feel safe right now. Oh my... I thought it died in 3. Why did I think it died in 3? While I was here, I had to pick up a flea, a rosary necklace, beat the arena. Make sure to not see Chakra. Isn't she just gonna show up? I saw Chakra. Is that bad? I missed the spear on both of them. I'm getting fucked. Holy shit. Yo, I'm literally the worst player to ever touch the video game. Like... Dude, what the fuck did my pogo hit? Like, I just keep getting my shit rocked. Surely not. Oh my. I wouldn't die again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, Hunter's March Arena took a little bit longer than it probably should have, but it's okay because I deal with the second one quickly and then collect Sprint. Wait, I can sprint and also I have to go up here. Okay, so we're done. Look at that, I can play the game, guys. Dude. I said that and okay. I bought the Deep Docks Bellway, collected the flea that's in the room behind it, and then did the Deep Docks Arena right before Forge Daughter. From her, I bought a crafting kit before heading straight into Lace 1, which is the first thing that I think I actually did decently well in this run. Oh, we got the dunk. Dunk. Oh, I'm tasked, bro. Holy lace fight. It's like the first thing I've done good all run. Try to kill a brush flit. What is that? Is that? Okay. killed. The Farfields trip was a quick one, with the route only collecting one flea before going straight to the Bellway to go to the Marrow for a second. If you've been keeping track with these 2 extra fleas, that puts us up to 5, and if you know anything about Silksong, you'll know that that means that we're able to take the flea caravan up to Greymoor, completely skipping the need for Drifter's Cloak and the Mormink boss fight. This also gives us an extra % by grabbing the flea brew, our first tool of the run, and one that I probably should have used more because I genuinely think I popped it like twice, which is pretty dumb considering the huge speed boost it gives you. Now that we're in Shellwood, I have a ton of things to grab. There's a rosary string in the first room, the 6 polyp hearts that I'm gonna have to work towards, and of course, wall jump, which is gonna be obviously very helpful for the rest of the run. There's also this flea, a mask shard, and some rosaries that I need to grab before heading into Belvane for another flea and some more rosaries, and then dropping down to fight Widow for Needlein. Beat Widow and get Needlein. Needlein is the last major ability we need to enter Act 2, which is now something we're going to start working our way towards. But first, there's a lot more cleanup we have to do in Shellwood. There's only a couple more things to do, including the last 2 polyp hearts, more rosaries, and then Longpin, before heading to Bellheart to claim wishes, turn in relics, and get a needle upgrade. Oh. Collect polyp heart. Yeah, so I actually misread that bit of the routing and confused polyp heart with polyp pouch, which is the charm. So technically I didn't actually have to go pick it up. In fact, I realized this immediately after I did it. Oh, wait, I don't think I was supposed to... No, it doesn't say collect polyp pouch. I literally don't need to be doing that right now. I literally did everything right and then I tricked myself into doing it wrong. And on this trip to do it, all I did was turn in the quest. I didn't even do the dialogue to pick up the item. So I'm just wasting time for no reason, which doesn't really matter because this isn't an actual speedrun. You've seen how I've been playing. But that is something to note. Anyways, that's everything we needed to do in this top section for now. So we're going back down to Farfields, where we skipped Drifter's Cloak earlier. This is because we wanted to go through that area with the needle in so we can pick up Silk Speed Anklets and Drifter's Cloak in one pass through because they're in the same general spot. We get Anklets in this save quit, although I don't think I have enough. I should have collected all the things there, but that's fine. We don't bench here. Okay, get Anklets. That's why we heal there, huh? Get Drifter's Cloak, head left, kill 4th Chorus. Kill 4th Chorus, and then Bellway back to Bellheart. Start heading to the windmill. This undersection of Greymoor is somewhere I don't think I've been since like 6 months ago, and so naturally it didn't go great. Oh no. Is that the I don't even think that's the right way. I'm all the way over here. I don't even think that's the right way though. However, I quickly figured out what the windmill was and was able to take it to go up to Sinner's Road. There isn't anything they want you to do here yet, so we just go straight to the mist to enter Act 2. Okay, we enter the mist. As many of you know already, the mist is a puzzle where you have to use your needle in on these little Luma flies that will then tell you which the correct exit is in the room. And you have to go through this 5 times. 1. I got through the first 2 easily, then went to crossing, and then my 4th, which is where I reached a problem. While the correct door in each mist room is randomly generated, for the last one there is a tiny bit of logic that it actually uses. When you enter the mist through Sinner's Road, it will always spit you out on the left side of the exhaust organ, meaning you enter it walking to the right. This means that the 5th door that you go through always has to be a right exit. But there is a problem with this because some rooms only have one right exit, and if you come in from the left, that means that the door that would be your right exit is now the one that you entered through, meaning that you can't leave the mist in that room. So it starts generating extra ones, and so if you get unlucky enough, you can chain these bonus rooms together, which is exactly what happened in my run. Is there only one right exit in this room? I think so. Yeah. We got 2 extra rooms because this room doesn't have a right exit either. Please? Okay. And then there's a chance we get 3 extra rooms. I think we did get 3 extra rooms. Is there another right exit in this one? Please tell me this was done right. Yeah. And we keep going left, so we can just start farming these extra rooms. How does he read me? Okay. Cool ass miss, bro. I got 16 extra moons. Like, alright. This death combined with those unnecessary rooms obviously lost me a lot of time, which kind of just adds to the disaster class that this run has been so far, and we're only an hour in. There's a lot more to go, so I'm gonna have to pick up the pace a bit. Okay, well, that sucks. And that, of course, is gonna start with the Phantom fight. Mucked Phantom? Defeated, I can collect Cross Stitch and head into Act 2, where the bulk of our collecting is about to begin. But first, there's two more things we need: Double Jump and Claw Line, the former of which is actually what we're going towards first. Really quickly before that though, we open up Songclave and buy the Ventrica here, which is gonna be one of our key hubs for later, as it has all the quests, two of which we pick up now, before dropping down into the lower sections of the Citadel, where I kill a ton of enemies for rosaries and pins, as well as getting 1/3 of the Cog Heart and freeing another flea. Re-platform cycle flea, next room collect 220 rosary necklace by dropping down. Do I have to go to the top of this room? By dropping down. We're just gonna drop down. And we're gonna keep dropping down. I genuinely have no clue where this is. Go left. And there's a breakable ceiling somewhere? Oh. Dude, I did not know that was a thing at all. This whole time in Coral Chambers, I've been working my way towards the slab and closer to the double jump ability. While we can't get Phaedon Cloak without Claw Line, this trip to the slab is to grab a couple things as well as get the Bellway so we can teleport here later when we do have it. As of now, that's really the only thing we need in the slab, so we go straight back to Coral Chambers, rescuing Jubilana before using the white key we picked up from Songclave earlier to go into White Ward. Because we're delaying the Trobio fight until later, the way we're getting down to Claw Line is through here. So we take the furnace entrance into Underworks to grab a bunch of things down here, including the flea, and then I went and picked up Claw Line, before realizing that I skipped the craft metal. Bro! Okay, well, there's a craft metal, okay. That's like the below Claw Line that I needed to get anyways. It's a one-way door, so we're gonna have to go wrap around for that. Bro, what? That's never happened to me before. I've also never died twice in an arena before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Hey, where's this craft metal that I forgot to pick up? Yo, chill. We immediately use this craft metal to buy Sawtooth Circlet as early as possible, which will provide us a ton of damage for the rest of the run, as well as a crafting kit upgrade. And now that we have Claw Line, we can take the Bellway that we got earlier to go straight to Mount Fae, which I do immediately to go up and get Double Jump. There is tech here called Cocoon Skip, which allows you to bypass half of the area in favor of pogoing off of your cocoon to make it up to the second half of the mountain. And while I've never performed it myself, I have watched people do it in speedruns like 3 months ago, so I'm sure I know how to do it. So if I remember correctly, you do that, and then you like go to the right, I think. Fuck, that feels right. I think I just canceled my upwards momentum too early. Despite failing it once, that skip definitely saved me a bunch of time here in Mount Fae, and now that I have Double Jump, it is truly time to start the bulk of collecting percent in the run. Basically, from now on, there's going to be a couple of major objectives that we're going towards, and while we head towards them, we're going to pick up everything we can on the way. A Cog Heart Piece, Volt Vessels, the Big Flea, a Spool Fragment, as well as a ton of enemy kills for journal entries are all grabbed before getting Cogwork Dancers, which then opens up Cogwork Core and Whispering Vaults, which basically frees up the entire rest of the Citadel to collect items in. First area we're going to start clearing is our newly opened Whispering Vaults, particularly to grab the Pale Oil for the nail upgrade. On the way there, we open up the Songclave shortcut, collect some more rosaries, complete the Cog Heart, free a flea, before picking up the Pale Oil and then going to Bellheart. Immediately while we're here, we get Needle 2, go left and get the Secret Ball rosaries. Is that like this? There's like a hole in the roof somewhere. Yeah. Wait, I just want to confirm that I have wallet pouch. I don't. I could have sworn I completed it. Okay.
Now I'm headed to Blasted Steps, where I start by getting a mask shard using movement tech that I created. Yep, it was me. I'm the GOAT.
However, I used some elite movement tech to get up. And by that, I mean, I ran from over here and jumped up. But it's elite! Because I think I invented it. I'm sure no one else has thought of this. I'm actually the best ever.
Luckily, I didn't die up here like I did 9 months ago, and I was able to get my 4th mask shard and 1st mask upgrade. In Blasted Steps, we're doing basically the same thing as we did for the slab, where I just rush the bellway and then leave to go somewhere else. That somewhere else is through the Conch Flies boss fight to the Pinstress hut to get Needle Strike and then go up to Sands of Karak, where we're once again picking up another damage upgrade, this time being Volt Filament. On the way, I pick up a flea and a Sibyl key before going up to defeat the Volt Worm and collect my new blue tool. Back at the bellway, we now have to drop all the way down to rescue Courier Tip before entering Wormways, grabbing Deadbug's purse, a flea, another mask shard, sharp dart, a plasmium file, and then going to Bone Grave to get Wanderer's Crest, which is going to be the main crest for the next chunk of the run. Straight to the right of this is Bone Bottom, where I grab the Magnetite Brooch, equip my build to Wanderers, and then head down to Weave Nest Atla, grabbing that Mossberry we skipped from earlier before heading down. In here, there's another Spool Fragment, Snare Setter, Mask Shard, and the double Moss Mother fight, which gets absolutely destroyed by the Wanderer and Sawtooth combo. Just died. But we're good. I need to get Druid's Eye. So I need to collect the last Mossberry because I missed one in the route. Because I did something wrong. So I have to get, I'll get this Mossberry instead. Druid's Eye. Drop down and collect Shard Pendant. Drop down here. Actually, yeah, this is right because it's right here. Like on the left. Skull Tyrant and then save quit. Feeling confident after decimating the Moss Mothers, I got lost on the way to Skull Tyrant, died, made the walk of shame back to collect my stuff, and then died to the boss itself. Naturally, I was quite embarrassed by this, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta take the L, and that's what I'll do here. And the fact that I did the fight cleanly the second time around made up for it a little bit. Not really at all, this fight's easy as hell. With the Skull Tyrant beaten, I can now submit all the quests to the Bone Bottom Wish board, and then take Aera back up to Blasted Steps, where I buy a crafting kit and Thieves Mark from Grindel before getting confused again.
Sea Chakra. Okay, Scene Chakra. I might have just had to walk in the room and leave. Yeah, I think Crustnut is this way. I don't know though. Dude, I'm so bad at the game. Wait, am I on a world record pace right now, fellas? Let's check how many splits are left. Holy fucking shit. First crit of the run. Cross not, then save quit. Okay, wait, what is Dave Beast Statue? Okay, we're just gonna search up Beast Shard on the map. What the hell? I've never seen that before. I'm looking at a map right now. I've genuinely, the location I'm looking at on this map, I have not seen in my entire life. Because I knew this subarea was the thing. Upper edge of the room behind the breakable wall. What does upper edge mean? This is like a fucking puzzle, bro. Do I have to go down? Nope. What the shit? Bro, where am I? You can go through here? What? What? What the fuck is that? I just have never seen that before. We immediately use these shards to turn in the Bone Bottom donation. So everyone say thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Wait, that says do the first Bellheart donation. I don't think I have any rosaries left in my name. I have 61. Let me check how many it is. 250. Okay, so we're gonna be taking a quick speedrunning break and we're gonna farm some rosaries. Next stop is an area that I've largely been ignoring from the run so far. Also being one of the biggest ones that Team Sherry has ever designed, being Greymore. Go through here without triggering it. How? Just like go up? Trigger the arena. Or go through, like...
How do you do that? Despite pulling a classic maneuver and messing up stuff the rail tells me to do, Greymore actually did go pretty smoothly. I grabbed a ton of stuff in the left-hand side of the area, including a bunch of craw kills for the rag pelts, and then grabbed the flea at Craw Lake before running into another issue. Perform tall cross skip. Okay, we just need to get Threadstorm. I don't know what this tall cross skip is. Oh, what? So I need to lure a craw up here. I might just do the arena, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm confused. And dying. Oh, I wasn't even clip farming, I'm just ass the video game. This looks promising actually. Was that it? Or do I have to skip off of you? No! Aw, fucker. Okay, well that was tall cross skip and I failed it. So we're just gonna have to do it the boring way. Ouch. I'm definitely gonna die in here. I'm simply too ass the video game for this to go any other way. Entering cross skip. Dude, I can't even get in! There's no other way this goes. Yeah, I almost did it. I was like so close to making it up. That sucks. Okay. Threadstorm, and then fall down and get 3 full pin. I picked up Krat, which is close enough to the Sinner's Road to justify making a trip there, which also ends up being a pretty big trip, getting the Barbed Bracelet, defeating Lugoli for the Muck Maggot, rescuing Courier Pill, getting a Flea, and then entering Bilewater for the Snitchfly Flea and getting the Ruin Tool in the Weave Nest. I then quit out back to Greymore to finish off the area, picking up the Tool Pouch from the New Wish, the Vintage Nectar from the Ant Arena, the Flea in the Windmill Room, and the Reaper Crest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get Courier's Rasher and then go to Father the Flame? Nah, we can't be. Yeah, it says just do all this with Courier's Rasher. Now, you think I'm that good at the game? Oh, hell no. I mean, we might as well pick it up just to see. Oh, there it goes. Holy fuck. Even after losing Courier's Rasher, my trip up to the Citadel through Wisp Thicket still continued going poorly. Mask Shard. This is not in the route. I got horribly lost in this Underwork section, but still managed to find my way to the Craft Metal and the Underwork Cycle Fleet. Fortunately, it is a small area, and I quickly made my way back into familiar territory with the Citadel. At this point, you're technically supposed to kill as many enemies as you can while delivering all the ingredients to Mergwyn, including your Courier's Rasher, but because I broke it, I went straight to High Halls instead. I'm not here for the arena yet. Instead, I grabbed the Spool Fragments, the Cog Flies, and then I open up the Rosary Vault for later, before dropping down through the shortcut to go to Cogwork Core and get Architect's Melody, killing every enemy I run into on the way to get some extra rosaries. From here, I take out Trobio for the Claw Mirror and access to the Sacred Cylinder, before going through the secret curtain to the outer section of Songclave for the Flea and another Psalm Cylinder, which I then bring to Vaultkeeper Cardinius to get a ton of rosaries and the Vaultkeeper's Melody. My next destination was the dirty depths of Bilewater to grab the Twisted Bud, kill Groll for the Seeker's Soul, pick up the Apostate Key and the Brood Feast Wish in that small section of Purified Ducks, before going back down to Quicksling and then getting the Bilewater Mask Shard, which is just straight to the right of here, and I think it's through this fuck-ass room, so we're just gonna try and blitz it. No. This room is genuinely, like, the worst room I've ever been in. Dude. Holy fuck. My only strat for that room is just pray, like... This is also the first time I do a trip that I get very used to in the next couple of splits because it is something that I do like 30 times, and that is to walk down from Songclave to the Grand Bellway while killing every single enemy on the way. Not only does this give me the opportunity to collect some of the organs that I need for the Broodfeast quest, but because it's Citadel enemies, I also get like a fuck ton of rosaries as well as some of the cloaks that I need for the wish. Being as I'm currently sitting on 45% and we're already 25 minutes into the video, I think I better start speeding up a bit. So after killing Last Judge and picking up the magnetite dice, I get horribly lost on my way to find a rosary chest and waste about 10 minutes trying to find it. Is this what I meant? I'm lost. I don't know where the route is right now, like, at all. But that doesn't matter because no matter how slow the progress is, I'm still making progress. I beat Savage Beastfly for the Beast Crest, and then I get the Fractured Mask before beating the Scar Guards for the Curve Claw. Once again, I have another thing slowing me down, and that is my lack of ability to perform the Carmelita statue skip because I don't know how to Volt Pogo. Then again, I'm forced to waste even more time by doing the Courier's Rasher trip another time because I broke it earlier to collect Needle 3. But after all of that, I'm back to being caught up with the route, and there's no more difficult things that can stand in my way and harm my progress. So it's finally time to lock in and I make a huge chunk of progress towards this 100%. And oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, that is rage bait. Okay, but now there's nothing in my way. Okay, we're good. Jesus. Whoa. At this point, the only thing left to do is some more cleanup before activating the Silken Soul Wish to start Act 3. I start by moving the fleas to Fleetopia and collecting all of their gifts for some more percent, before going up to the caretaker to talk to him to receive the wish.
Oi! 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 Oi!
I can't do it as well anymore. You done yet? Holy yeah, bro, I forgot how much this guy has to say.
Oi!
What? Why aren't you giving me Silken Soul, bro? Oh, I didn't do the bells. Wait, do I not have enough things? My first theory is that I didn't have enough quest points, which in hindsight is pretty dumb to think. Of course the route would account for all the quests I needed to complete, and it's not like I missed an entire quest line from the routing notes. And so I wasted my time doing the Silver Bells quest and the Flint Beetles quest, and after doing those and coming back, obviously it still didn't work. Bro, what more do you want me to do? I've definitely done enough wishes. Oh, I have to talk to Pavo. They don't tell you that in the route, I swear. I swear they don't tell you that. I always forget. That's the one. I forgot that was the thing. I was like, donations are done. Okay, like, now we can get Silken Soul. So yeah, it sucks that I wasted 15 minutes doing random wishes that I didn't need to, but you know what sucks more? The fact that I'm currently supposed to have 3,550 rosaries, and I only have 2,700. Alright, nice. Good fight. The least I can do is do that correctly. Wait! Okay. Whoa. Dude, I autopiloted that so hard. That's okay. I almost binded her and did the wrong fucking ending. That would be funny. Oh, I guess I have like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go piss. While it may look like I have a ton of the run to go, I mean, I'm only at 65%, that is not actually the case. While yes, there are a lot of time-consuming tasks to deal with, such as the dream bosses or the flea minigames, they're also pretty much the only things I have to do left. A lot of the percent is all found in random merchants or randomly strewn across the ground throughout Farloom. And because of all of the setup that I have done throughout the past 2 acts, most of this collection is not very tedious. At this point, the only thing left for me to do is actually just go out there and pick these things up. The route calls for flea games here, but I made a mistake. Earlier, I forgot to pick up the Egg of Lelia from Mushka, and so I picked it up now. However, if you look at the wiki here, it says that the wish will not appear if Hornet has not left Putrefied Ducks since acquiring the Egg of Lelia. I just assumed it was a patch diff and came back later, because when I looked at the wiki during the run, for some reason, all I read was this first part that says you can't acquire it until after Silksong. So I'm stupid and I messed it up, but who the fuck cares at this point? I messed everything up in this run already. I pop into Lottie's ruined chamber to pick up his tool pouch upgrade and the straight pin before going to Deep Docks for the Mask Shard, Sting Shard, and Magma Bell, and then talk to Ballo to move him to the Deep Docks Bell so he can take me to the Abyss.
This guy's trying to kill me, fucker. What? Really? That's in range. And that's in range too, really? I'm dead for that. Like, so we get the Arcane Egg, then get Silk Sword, then leave. Okay, there's our Arcane Egg. Sub 9-hour Silk Sword. Okay, at least I did the last part well. That's annoying though. I can't believe I fucked the beginning of that so many times.
Now that I have Silksong, I can go and beat the flea games based off of my incorrect assumption from earlier, before doing another pretty big quest line that I've skipped so far, and that is the Twisted Bud into Cursed into Witchcrest thing. Because I had the Twisted Bud ready from my earlier trip to Bilewater, I could simply go straight to Grey Root, getting cursed before coming to a pretty bad realization.
Get cursed? It says you have to rescue plenty while cursed, bruh.
For those of you who don't remember, during Act 3, the Pinmaster goes to mourn the loss of someone close to him at a graveyard. And when you go to say hi to him, he's getting jumped by a bunch of refoided enemies, and you have to do a quick arena to save him. It's quite easy, and at this point in the game, you should probably have enough upgrades to deal with it. However, being cursed obviously chucks a big problem in front of you. No more healing, no more tools, no more skills, no more having fun. This fucking, it sucks. And this arena was a lot longer than I remembered.
How much do they expect me to... Yo.
What is that? How many?
Bro, like, did this guy ever stop swinging his fucking bell?
Saving him allows me to turn in my last pale oil for Needle 4, or going up the Sinner's Road to collect Tax and the Steel Spines.
Aw. Huh. I forgot to talk to Yarnaby, bro. Okay, there we go.
Needed for Yarnaby's quest to give you the Witch Crest. I grab Pimpello outside before then going to the Underworks. In here, I collect myself 2 more spool fragments, the Silk Shot, Scuttle Brace, Cogwork Wheel, and Architect's Crest from the 12th Architect, before silk soaring up to get Pale Nails, and dropping into White Ward for another spool fragment before using the Surgeon's Key. The Unraveled is a boss I would consider myself to be quite terrible at, and I also played it pretty poorly the first time around. First of all, I didn't realize that I couldn't throw out more than 2 sets of tacks with Quick Sling, so I wasted countless amounts of tacks by just chucking too many out at once. The other thing is I just fucking suck. Look at the screen, bro. How am I getting hit twice by this guy? Yeah, so I died the first time, and then I gave up on using Architect and swapped to Wanderer because I'm a little baby.
There we go, man. That was just a terrible performance for me.
I'm down to just 14% remaining, but don't think that means I'm close. Remember, I'm dumb as bricks and bound to mess things up. For example, I didn't have enough slots unlocked in my crests to bind Ava because I used a bunch of my memory lockets on Hunter, despite the route not telling me to. And fun fact, any tool slot unlocked on Hunter does not count. But aside from these careless mistakes, there's also the fact that a bunch of these percentages are just simply some of the hardest ones to get. I still have to do all 3 of the Sprint Master races. I have to fight 9 more bosses, not to mention that the entirety of Coral Tower is still waiting for me. This home stretch is probably the most difficult segment of the entire run, and it's taking place right at the end. But I've come too far on this run to just give up now. At this point, the end's in sight, so all I have to do is just get there.
Alright. So it's just red memory and lost ice, huh? So we're gonna get a sub 12. So I beat silksong's 100% in less than half a day. That could be... Is that a good title, or...?
You are not one of us. Prove that you're what? Weaver. Prove that you're more weaver than worm.
Yanara.
Yanara. Give me the thing, fucker. Give me the frickin' flower. and then we can all move on with our day. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yo, my 11-hour run, should I skip the bench for a little time save or nah? Is that the strat?
Because realistically, I'm not going to die to Lost Lace, so I could save 3 whole seconds. And you know, I'm all about the time. What is happening? Yo! This guy's a fucking game bot. Oh my. Nah, I'm gonna die. Scariest enemies in the game, or what? Even I don't believe that I beat this boss hit list like 6 months ago. How am I playing like this? I guess it was 6 months ago. Like I said, I'm ending the timer the second I see 100% on my save file. Are the credits 7 minutes long? Is this gonna be is this even gonna be sub 12? Like, technically it is. We hope to see. Thank you for enjoying Hollow Knight Silksong. We hope to see you on the road ahead. Bang! But wait. Not so fast. I'm not just ending the video here. I think many of you have been watching and you've realized that I mess pretty much everything up in the run, and the astute of you will have caught a couple of inconsistencies that would explain another big error that I concealed from you with the footage from before. When I enter the last dive cutscene, my timer says 11 hours and 27 minutes, but when I begin the Lost Lace fight, it now says 11 hours 48. Now, technically, I could have died for 20 minutes. This is possible, but I'll tell you right now that's not what happened. I mean, I might have died here once, but I didn't die for 20 whole minutes, no. I actually beat it on that second try. However, you really keen-eyed viewers will have noticed something in the first 15 minutes of the video. When collecting my 23rd percent in the wormways, I say that I picked up the dead bug's purse. Back at the Bellway, we now have to drop all the way down to rescue courier Tip before entering wormways, grabbing dead bug's purse, but if you look at the screen, the item I actually collected was a frayed rosary string, which could lead you to assume that I forgot to pick up the tool. And if I forgot to pick up the tool, guess what that means for my percentage completion of the game. We're not stopping the timer until I see that it says 100% on my save file, because if it doesn't, I'm cooked. Please, 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 please say 100. Thank you, and we hope to see you on the road ahead. Thank you for exploring the world of Hollow Knight Silksong. Come on. No! No way! I don't even know what to do now. Like, I'm gonna go assemble the far sight, and then it'll tell me what I'm missing. Okay. Let's assemble the far sight. This is why I picked it up. In this situation. So what? Yo!
What is that? Oh, hell no. Yellow tools, silksong. No, I don't want to see the red ones or the blue ones. It's Deadbug's purse? I swear I picked that up. Is it really Deadbug's purse? Dude, I was so convinced I picked that up. What? So it would be right here if I didn't have it. Is it not here? I swear. I literally picked up this item. Wait, what? Where's the... I thought this was Deadbug's purse. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Despite all of the mistakes I made throughout this run, I still had a lot of fun recording it. It wasn't that first playthrough experience that Blue promised, but it was a playthrough experience. And recently I've kind of been struggling with silksong content ideas. I mean, you can see based off the fact that I haven't uploaded on it in a few months. And so this was a nice way to get myself back into the swing of things with this game. And I've got some more ideas that are coming, as well as some more Celestial Regen videos. I've already beaten Intermediate Lobby, so that's probably gonna be the next thing I make. Again, shout out to Blue for giving me this idea completely. I would say go check him out, but like if you know who I am, you definitely know who he is. And also shout out to Zodium for making this route. It was pretty easy to follow. Everywhere I struggled with it was simply because of my lack of game knowledge instead of the lack of like good instructions. If you want to try this out yourself, then I linked it in the description. Anyways, again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the intermediate lobby.